Generic greetings and welcome to Construction plus Prison-Arcitect plus Alpha 12 episode 2. In the previous episode we planned out our prison, this prison here, the prison that as yet does not have a name. Many people have made the observation that it actually looks a bit like an army base or an army camp, and I'll go with that. It has these sort of huts stroke barracks on the top and bottom, which there's 6 on the top, 6 on the bottom, and they all face inwards towards the amenities and work areas and, you know, the cafe, etc., or the naffy I guess it will be called, and all of that sort of thing. So I'll go with that. I guess I was thinking about that when I made it, but yeah, I'll go with that. It does look a bit army base, army camp-ish. But anyway, I like the design. I'm quite happy with it, and you know, most of the comments seem to be quite suggest that, you know, they're quite happy with it. So we're on the right track. We're definitely on the right track. Just to clarify a couple of things, this thing going around is not going to be a wall. It is a fence. A couple of people said, "Oh, you should make it a fence because it's cheaper." Well, it was always going to be a fence. I don't know whether I mentioned that or not. Couple of changes based on feedback, as there always is between episode 1 and 2. We have now got a solitary area, which is something I completely forgot. It was a simple matter of me forgetting. Even though I mentioned it several times, I just forgot to put it in. You have to understand that obviously the last video was what, 40 odd minutes long. If I was doing this like single player without recording it, whatever you want to say, but if I wasn't recording it and just playing it on my own, I actually spend about 2 or 3 times I probably spend 2 or 3 times as long checking things over, planning things, etc. Because, you know, I don't have to, you know, I can just sit there and go, and stare at it for 5 minutes not having to talk, which obviously isn't very entertaining for you, which is why I tend to speed it up with these playthroughs. Just need to put that back in there. Yes, so we've got that in now because, as people again rightly pointed out, solitary plays a bigger part in this alpha than most, because previously you only really needed it because it would get the people would turn up. They would turn up and they might have some contraband on them, they might not, but that's pretty much the only place they could get contraband. They could get a couple of pieces of contraband from the kitchen and such, but not really. They didn't really bother, especially if you didn't let them in. And if they got caught with it, they generally were sent back to their cell, not the solitary area. It's only really when there was a fight or something that they would be sent to solitary. Whereas now I believe they can be sent to solitary. I could be wrong about that. I haven't experienced it yet, but either way, solitary plays a bigger part in it. And with us having, it was originally 120 prisoners, but that's actually gone up, and I'll explain why in a moment. But yeah, if I'm going to have 140 or however many I'm going to get, this hopefully we'll never use it like the previous prison. But if, you know, if push does come to shove, then, you know, we might have to expand it, or hopefully this will do. But we'll see. A couple of other things I need to give feedback on while I remember. People always ask me, and it is something I always get a comment on, why do I leave gaps between the rooms? There's a couple of reasons. For one, it looks good when you've got turf all the way around, or whatever, paving or whatever all the way around. It actually looks quite good. Secondly, you have access to it, so you can, if you put like if you just put them all in one big row, then it might be annoying for a guard to get around, where it's easier to move around. Say if you do want to, say if this has been taken over by a riot, you can always go around the back and then in like that. That's another reason. And the main reason though is fire, really. If there's a fire in this one, it doesn't necessarily spread as fast. If it was connected, it would spread easily straight through, but because it's got a gap, it doesn't actually spread as fast. At least that's what I've experienced. So that is my rationale. I've moved the power blocks, well, the power stations and the water pump over here because obviously they were originally there and I needed somewhere to put them, and that was pretty much the only place I could put them. Many people have suggested moving the offices over to here. Now, there's a couple of problems I have with that. Technically, I can move it over there because offices, for all intents and purposes, don't need to be indoors. If you actually look at the requirement of an office, it says it needs to be a minimum of 4x4, and it needs an office, desk, chair, and filing cabinet. So technically, I can do that and have an office outside. I, however, do not want that because it looks pretty horrible. It does look terrible, and it's probably not something you're supposed to be able to do. I reckon you do need offices indoors. That's probably the whole point of them. I can't imagine the warden working there, and then it starts to rain, and all of his papers get wet, and then he doesn't know who's in his prison, and then it's just chaos. So I'm not going to be doing that. I could then build buildings, but that means a 6x6, which would actually mean something like that, which, as you can see, is not possible because you're on the road, and this bit here is not, you can't construct on this bit as far as I'm aware, or if you can, you didn't used to be able to, and, you know, it would always glitch out. So either way, offices are staying where they are. The main reason is because, well, apart from the reasons I've said, but the main reason is because I just don't need any more room. Like, I've got everything I need to put in. This area is the storage area. which I'll have access, you can see deliveries are here, then a little bit of a path then to here, and then this is the kitchen. So the kitchen staff can, quickly go in and out, so they'll be okay. I am going to put another fence there, and another fence probably there, like that and like that, probably, but we will see. I don't really need a great amount. I'm going to section these off and have them staff only. This is probably not going to be staff only because obviously it needs access to this. Same as this bit here. This has got the infirmary and such. So that's probably not going to be staff only, but again, we'll see. This is now our security area. Originally it was up here, but I decided to put it more centralized just for mainly sake of aesthetics, really. And also, if there's a fight down here, I don't want them running around that way, and then it's easy just to put it in the middle. I think it's better. It looks better. It probably is better. Who knows? Other than that, there hasn't been many changes. We've made no changes to the solitary area or to the workshop. The workshop is a little bit questionable about the layout because it might not be big enough for the full 20 I plan on doing it, but we'll have to play that by ear. The clean cupboard's all good. This is big enough for all the cells, apparently. Hopefully we'll be okay. This is okay for visitation. There was some slight question. There was a couple of questions about whether this will be big enough for all of the. This canteen will be big enough for all of the prisoners we intend to get. Technically, it never will be, no. But remember, all prisoners, if you have at least if you have 2 eats a day, 2 eat times section a day in the regime, then they will never. Not all of them will eat at the same time. So only about maybe a third or half will actually eat. The rest will sit around. At a very big push, 2/3 will eat. If you have 2 eat times, the rest will just hang around. So we probably don't need much bigger than that, but we can always expand it and move along if need be. Again, we always do the alpha phase, beta stage, and then release. The cell blocks we've changed a little bit because someone did point out that they weren't actually big enough. Or sorry, they were big enough, but the way I had it, like if I just delete this bit, or actually we don't need to delete, we just move along. I originally had them like this, which, as you can see, is fine, it works. But then we do have a section down the bottom that is just not used. Like this bit here. There's no point in having a bigger cell because, it's a bit pointless. So I was thinking of better ways to do it, and if I put them this way, you can see I get I get a couple more in, because on this I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. On this I get 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I actually get 12 cells in it, putting it that way. So we're going to cram another 2 into each one of these. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Another 24 prisoners we can get in just by that simple change, which, we might be cramming we might be cramming too many in, but we will see. I'm guessing out 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we should, 3, 6, 9, 12. We'll have enough showers for that. In the centre there, I plan on putting 3 phone booths, so they'll have enough contact, and I think that'll be okay for the little cell areas. I think we'll do. I think that'll be okay. Anyway, I think we should actually start construction, shouldn't we? So we will unpause it, and all the workmen will turn up with the stacks of supplies. I will immediately hire a warden. Bosh, there we go. And he can go there, because we will start to research a couple of things. So we'll research finance, and we will start to research security as well. There we go. So there's some money spent. Let's go to reports and grants and get every single grant we can. There we go. It's actually new. I like that. That's a new sound effect. Opening a filing cabinet and such. Right, let's actually get a fence all the way around this thing. So we'll go to materials and fence and do this all the way along. There we go. And we can actually dump that tree. In fact, we'll start dumping some trees on the way there. Dump that one, and we'll pretty much do the same to most of these trees around them, around here, because we just don't need them. Dump all these ones. The ones in the corner we probably can't dump because they'll be on their nice little glitch out. If they spawn near the edge, they tend to just not. You can't really touch them. Let's dump the trees that are on the road, shall we? Right. So is that guy in his office, and is it actually working? No, it isn't, because he hasn't actually got a proper office. We need an office desk, a chair, and a filing cabinet. I will put that in later. I'm going to build that area and then move on. Let's hire a couple more workmen. Workmen 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that'll up to 12. Yeah, that'll do. I do plan, and this is only a plan. I'm not saying that this is definite, but I do plan on just using the grants
and not putting money in. The last couple of prisons I've put a bit of money in. It wasn't a great amount. I think the biggest amount I think I put probably about 60 to 80,000 in. I think it was something like that. I mean, I've explained it several times, but I might as well explain it again while I actually wait for the workmen to go and build all the fence. But the reason I do that is because I'm not one for building like a little prison around here and then expanding it in a sort of higgledy-piggledy way. I like to design a prison like this, like something like this, which is hopefully totally functional, works, etc., etc. And then I will expand, and then I can, you know, build it like this, and basically come up with a grand plan. This is our grand plan, and then actually follow through on it. However, sometimes you just don't have the money for it. Like, I've got 86,000. Well, is it possible to complete this entire thing with 86,000? No. Is it possible to complete a fifth of it? Probably not. No. I can certainly get a couple of these cell blocks in. That's not a problem. They're maybe 10 grand each, I would hope. Maybe 10 or 12 grand each. Power requirement, that should be easy to do. This building here is going to be the big one, because this is going to have our cafeteria and food in. Then we need to do this bit in the centre, which will be our yard area. Again, not a great deal, because we just need to designate this is just going to be yard. That's all it's going to be. And then we also have, well, what we have, like this area in the middle, which is cleaning cupboard. This area at the back, which will be our entertainment area, our common room, and the workshop. Again, that's going to cost a fair bit. So who knows? I don't actually know whether we'll be able to finish this or like get to a working prison that isn't going to riot in time or not. Let me just build the fence all the way around there. Yes, I really don't know. I don't know whether that's going to be possible or not. I may actually try the grant mod out. I've tried it several times, and I do like it. There's certain things I don't like about it. I think some of the grants, you know, are a little bit esoteric, a little bit like, oh, you know, you tend to do them for the money rather than because you want to do that. Like everything here, like that basic detention centre grant. Now that I've got that grant, I technically don't need to do any of it. It's more of a checklist, but it's more of a help, isn't it, as well? Actually, while I'm on this, let me just close the prisoner intake. That's the thing as well. I still don't know whether I'm going to do high risk, normal risk, or low risk. Everybody always shouts for high risk. I'm aware of this. Everybody goes, no, you should do high risk. You should definitely do high risk. But I always shy away from it. I apologise. I tend to shy away. What are they doing with them trees? Are they going to dump them? Yeah, they are. Just dump them then. Why are they walking them down there? I always shy away from high risk because they tend to be quite violent. And with this prison especially, I don't know whether high risk would be a good idea because of the way I've cramped people in. I'm probably going to stick with normal risk, but I will, you know, I'll put it to the vote. I'll ask you now, what do you want to do? I can guarantee, although I've asked that, I know that most people are going to put high risk in because people just like violence. Now I actually have a series about the violence, the Fight Club plus Prison-Arcitect, which is going to happen. We are going to have another episode. Don't worry about that. That was actually quite amusing, where we just, you know, made it kick off. It was completely silly, harmless fun. And I have to point out, it nowhere replaces these construction series. It was just a case of, there you go, if you want to see a bit of violence, there it is. But anyway, yes, that, you know, if you want violence, then you can watch that. This is about the construction, so I don't know whether I put high-risk prisoners in. If high-risk prisoners give you more money, if that was implemented, then I would certainly think about it. But at the moment, you get the same amount of money for high-risk prisoners that you do low-risk prisoners. So there's really, apart from the difficulty level, apart from the difficulty increasing, there's no real difference from getting high risk or low risk. But anyway, there's my 2 cents. Either way, we will not be getting prisoners this episode. I very much doubt. This will all be about the construction, but you never know. Let me speed it up. I might as well, now. I'm sort of wasting time. Today's beverage is ice cold water because it's boiling. It's unbelievably hot. Right. So this building, I don't really need to do, although it would be good to get this building done. Let's have a quick look. How much would a foundation cost me? Not much at all. Yeah, let's just get it. It costs 1,600. It's nothing really, is it? Nothing at all. And we're going to put a jail door there. And then that'll connect that up. And then what we can do, once that's done, we can actually put our fence there. I don't know why I'm putting a fence there. I just am. And a bit of a fence here. Then we'll fence all of this off around here. like so, and then all the way along to there, because this isn't going to be fenced off, because that is going to be another building, which I shall probably do in a moment, once they've done this here. I should probably place my utilities. I have a power station, which I'm going to place there, and a water pump, which I'm going to place there. And then I have a capacitor, which I'll place there. I don't know if I'm going to put capacitors along this side. I've never actually put them across the road. Have I not? I'm trying to think. Has there ever been an instance where I've put them across the road? I don't believe so. I think I've always put them in this area here. And pretty much that's against what most people do. Most people put them on this side for some reason. Well, I know the reason. It's pretty much, you know, free area. You might as well. But anyway, let's see how these are doing. The building's solitary. That's quite good. I'm pretty much just making the building so we actually have a connected area all the way around. Oh, looks like we've put in the... Looks like this has all been put in, so we can go to utilities and power cables and just connect the water pump up. And then we can run a water pipe straight in. And then we can start thinking about... Why isn't that not connected that up? So you can't build a water pipe across the road now. Well, that is something I did not know. Huh. Can you run an electrical cable across the road? You cannot! So... I guess I'm going to dismantle them. Is this just me being silly? Like I say, I'm very confident that I haven't done this now because I've never experienced that. Could you ever run the cable across the road? I think I did put the one across the road in the very first prison I did, but you could run the cable, but no, you can't. Huh. Well, that is new. Looks like I'm going to dismantle them and put it somewhere else. I have no idea where I'm going to put it, however. I'm guessing round here. It's my only real option, putting it here. Oh well, dismantle and dismantle that. See, we're doing this on the fly. If I'm doing something wrong, then I apologise, but I've never actually done this. I've never actually put them on the other side, so I don't know whether that's something that's just been introduced, or whether you've never been able to drive a power cable across the road. I'm sure you could, but apparently you can't do it now. I don't know if that's a new alpha thing, or whether it's me just being a bit dim. Probably the latter. Right, let me dismantle all of these here, because it'll bug me otherwise. There we go, there's all them dismantled. And delete all them, and now we can move them over to here. I'm going to have to move the garbage and deliveries along by the look of it, so let's have a quick look. Let's go to... Well, let's put our power block in first. Let's power station in. Can we put it there? We can put it there. There will do us. Yep, and then we could probably move things along. We'll go to our rooms, and we will go to our garbage, and we're going to delete. We're going to put a bit of garbage there and delete that bit. I'm going to delete this delivery area to there. And then we're going to put in a little bit more garbage, like there. And then that'll be it for now. And then I'll probably have to alter things. We can go back to our utilities and then capacitor and actually shove a capacitor in. And we're going to put a water pump there, right next to it. And then if we need to connect that up, we will have to... If we have a separate power station, we'll have to connect it up like... Oh, I don't know. I don't know what we'll have to do. If we need another power station, I'm pretty much screwed. I might have to put it somewhere else. I think we'll be alright. No, actually, I don't think we'll be okay with this size. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm not worrying about it for now. Anyway, building. Let's build all of this here. This is going to be our sort of admin block stroke infirmary. So we'll put it straight in. We'll go to objects and staff door. We'll put a staff door on it. I'll put a staff door on both of these. All these three places actually, like... do we do that? No, we don't need to do that just yet. Just don't need to do that just yet. Right, so there's them put in. Have they actually put the capacitor in yet? Apparently they put the capacitor in yet. Oh yes, they have put the capacitor in yet. That's fine. And we will go to our utilities again. Electrical cable, and we'll connect the water pump up. And then we can drive the water pump straight up into here. There we go. It's a bit weird that you can't go over this bit now. Look at that. Can't place it. Can't be placed on road. Oh well. Ooh. I just read the flavour text in that one. Someone can crawl through them from 500 yards of shit-smelling foulness. Yeah. Reference. Shawshank reference. Right. So, this looks like the office is pretty much done. Well, they've connected things up anyway. I'm not even going to put these walls in because walls cost money. What we need to do though is go to Objects, Office Desk, and shove this office desk in for him. We'll put one there. We will put a filing cabinet up the top there, and we will give him filing cabinet there, and we'll put him a chair there. Lovely. Cool, and that's all the desk he needs to have. Are they going to go and do that? They are. And apparently, you can hear all of that from there. Glitchy. Alpha Gamers Alpha. Cool, right, foundations, building, and we're going to build this thing, which costs 7,000, is that it? Can't argue with that. There we go, there's that put in, and then we can go and put in a staff door there. And that'll be our canteen area and everything else, so that's okay. Well, obviously we'll need to drive water pipes in and such, for the but that's not just yet, not just yet. This is our main entrance to our jail, so let's put a door in it. That would be helpful. It'll slide open because obviously we're not... we haven't got prisons yet, so the doors stay open. You can see that we have a problem here with all of these because of the because this isn't great, because this isn't very big. You can see that the trucks are having to sit around a bit, but that isn't really a problem. Why are you going that way? Why don't you go through that door there? No, fatheads. Ugh. Whatever. I'm not going to question it. They can just go on with it. Right, is that guy? Yeah, there we go. The warden is now using his office. You can see that security is going up. He's researching that as well as finance. Excellent. So I get, if I raise my capacity to 15, I get a little bit more money. I also get 10 grand if I do the medical ward, which is there, so we can do that fairly easily actually. So we can get another 20 grand easy. I'm hoping we can do this without either putting money in, or if that's not a thing, I might even just go for the extra grants one. It's just going to complete now. Come on. Come on, please build. There we go. And built. Right, let's put some doors in, shall we? We're going to put in a jail door there. Oh, well, pretty much these places here. So we'll put them in here, here, here. Do we need them there? I don't know if we need them there. Where there is going to be a good idea. Let me cancel them for now. We certainly don't need one. Well, we definitely need one there. Yeah, definitely need them there. We might even have them at the back here. We don't know yet. I don't think I need them entrances there, because this is our visitation, so I don't know, but we'll see. Let's go to materials, brick wall, and brick up that area, and then we need to brick up this area in the centre, which technically isn't really anything at the moment, so I'm just going to leave a bit of a wall out so we can get to it, same as that bit. That's going to be our... Now this is going to be security in the centre here. In fact, yeah, that's going to be security, and that's going to be the spare room for probably a holding cell, actually. We can probably make that a holding cell if we need to have one. Right, anyway, so it looks like we've got power and water flowing, so we're just going to run a pipe up here, because we're going to build these bottom two first. There we go, there's the pipe put in. Electrical cable will do the same thing. Now, I have to be very careful here, because I could just very easily screw myself up by, if I drive the power down there, if I drive the power thing down here, it'll go over what would potentially be the other power plant that I place. I will have to take that risk. I know this is going to come back to bite me in the ass, but we're going to have to do it. We'll do it for now. Well, let's drag it up. Let's power it. Let's pull it like that way. And then we'll run it alongside that cable there. There we go. And then we will drag the power in here. And we will do the same in here, but no, we'll do it slightly differently there, because we'll do that. But this area here, we need to have a... We're going to have a switch in it, because we will have our... this will be where our kitchen is, so we always want to try and have that locked off if need be. So we're going to do that, and then we'll have the power cable that goes in like so, and then we'll drag it up, and then we can connect it to all of the stuff that we need, so all of the, you know, cookers and such. That's what we'll do. And why is that not powered up yet? It's because I haven't clicked there and there. and there because I'm a moron. And that should be that. There we go. And now we'll need to go to foundations, building, and do these two, because these are going to be our 2 cell blocks, the ones that we're going to build straight off. So there we go, and then we need to go back to objects and jail door and shove in a jail door for each. There we go, and then they can build that. We have $65,220. I have another potentially 20 grand at my disposal. I could easily do that, really. I could easily get that 20 grand. But what I can't really do is... yeah, I could easily get that. I could easily get that 20 grand. That'd be really easy to do. Right, anyway, let's put in these walls for these 2 bits. Put them in like so. There's the 2 walls. And then we can start designating this as cells. So, cell, cell, and do it all along here. There's them cells put in. There we go. And there's that. And then we can start putting in them. So, 1, 2, 1. Ooh. No, undo that. 1, 2, and then the center we can have our common room, which will be just phones. So there's that put in, perfect, and we can also put in the brick walls back here. There we go, and then obviously this bottom bit will be shower, which we'll have to plumb in a moment. So how's our power doing? Well, this is all powered up. That's great. So we'll might as well run a power line in there as well. We'll run a power line down into these ones as well. I'm not going to section these off from the individual areas. I'm not going to put a what you call it, one of them power switches in. There's no point. I'm going to put a couple more capacitors in because we are starting to run out of power. Even though we haven't got much, we are starting to run out of power. I'm not going to... Oh, do I? If I build this and that, it means we'll get the grant money from both, which was probably worth doing. Anyway, let's put the beds and toilets in. How do we want to do this? Where's it? If I do it like that... Yeah, they have to be like that, because then the bunks face inwards, again, going with the theme of having barracks and such, even though the barracks don't have cells in the centre, but you get the idea, right? Right, so then we'll put this one... We could put it in the centre. Put the bed in the centre. Never done that, really. Do we do that? Yeah, why not? Put the bed in the centre. I don't see a problem with that. Let's do that. And there's all them put in. Then we can go to the toilet and shove all the toilets in. So we'll just put it there. Like so. Spin them round. Put them in. There we go. And then these ones, well, I'm afraid these are just going to have to be right next to them. Like that. Yeah, this is going to be really bad for them. There we go. And there we go. Sorted. So, there's that area done. How many do I need to do? I think I need... That's 12. I only need to put 3 more in, technically, for that other grant, so I might as well do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do the 4 while we were on. So, it's bed, 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 and you guessed it, bed, toilet, spin it round, and put it in, like so. There's that cell done. Obviously, they're not powered up yet. Sorry, they haven't got water yet, but we can sort that in a moment. That noise is really starting to get on my nerves. Right, so we need to put in a couple of drains here for the water. We don't need to drain all the way around. We'll put in the shower heads like so. Spin it around, and there's all the shower heads we need technically. Then we can go to rooms and shower. Designate this as shower. All of this like so. Even that bit if I want to as well. No, we don't need to. There, shower. Okay, and we've just got that grant, I believe. Yeah, we've finally done that grant. So that one's all completed. We need to go to utilities, small pipe, and we need to drag a small pipe down like so. Connect them up there, connect them up here, and then also connect the toilets up like so. And do that. Is that the best way of doing it? Yeah, like that. There we go. And like so. Actually, no point in doing it that way. Do it that way. Pull it back up from there. There we go. I think that should do us. I think they can go like 30 odd. These things can go like 30 odd length. The small pipes, so we should be okay. Let's go to objects. Sorry, materials and fence, and start putting a bit of this, bit of the fence infrastructure, as it were, in. just so we can start sectioning off areas. Do I want to put a bit of a fence there, or do I want to put it there? Let's put it there, be a bit better, because then we don't have two fences clumped next to each other. There we go. Same for there. I'm obviously changing things as I move along. I want a fence there as well, don't I? I want a fence just there, and then we can put in a jail door there and there. How much we got? 66,730. How is our power doing? Power is alright. Probably need another couple of capacitors. Let's shove in one there and there. And to be honest with you, I might as well put in one there, because I'm going to now fill this thing with cookers and such. So let's go to cooker, and we will start. Where we're going to put it actually? No, let's not do the cookers first. Let's start putting in the serving tables. So serving tables are going to go here. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many are we going to be able to fit in? 4, and then there's an entrance in the centre there, which should be enough for technically a large jail door, but I don't want a large jail door. I want a staff door. Actually, I want 2 staff doors. That would be fantastic, but not possible. Actually, a better idea. If I do that and put a staff door there, then there's an entrance at either side, so they don't have to go in the centre. They can just go whatever's closest for them, and that is much better. Serving tables, then we can put one there, and then one there, and then, yeah, there you go. So now what we have is an entrance which is closer to the edge. There we go. So instead of being in the centre and then having to walk all the way at the edge, they can just go, if they're cooking here, they just go and then put it in. Although inevitably the UI, the pathfinding is going to go, oh, no, you can't go that way. You have to go through that door and then all the way down to this one. It is inevitable. Right, so there's that put in. Let's go back to objects, cooker. Let's put some cookers in. How many can we fit in? We can fit in 1, 2. Let me just plan it off actually. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, let's do it properly, Andrew. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can have 5 cookers in a row there. Why not, indeed? Because that will do us nicely. Bosh. There we go. Job done. Fridges. Same thing. There we go. And sinks. We can put. How many sinks can we have? 1, 2, 3. Will that do us? Why would I have a gap? So 1, 2, 3, and then a big gap. 1, 2, 3. Would I want that? 1, 2, 3, and then I could have a bin there. Oh, they're a bit close. They are a bit close, actually. Is that just the sprite being in the wrong place? Or is that a case of I don't know whether that's a case of the sprite being in the wrong place. Hang on. Let me have a quick look. Planning. That's a square. That's a square. That's a square. No, that's just. I think they can fit in between there. That is pushing it a bit. That I must confess. That is pushing it. Let's go to sink and we'll put the sinks in. 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to put a bin there. Because a bin is always useful in places. And then we should be able to... Oh, they're already connected up. Fantastic. Then we're going to drive a pipe in. Like so. We'll put a water tap there. And then we will run the small pipe up to the sinks. Like so. And then that should be all of the... Oh, hang on. One thing. Is that a good idea? Having them cables... Let me just dismantle them. Them power lines there, because them power lines look a bit dodgy to me. Right, let's go to rooms and to canteen. Let's designate all that as canteen, and let's designate this is kitchen, like so. Let's designate, while I'm here, this is shower. Why is that not being taken to storage? Oh, it's because we don't have a storage. Of course. Of course. We don't have a storage. Right, storage. Bosh. There you go. That should get them all to... Yeah, there we go. They're all going to rush off. We'll put a staff door there. That there's staff door. That might get changed to a cell door if we actually get some high-risk prisoners in, but we'll see if we actually do high-risk or not. Right. What do we need? We have 58,000. We need to do foundations and build this foundation here. And we need to build this foundation here. And that is all of the major buildings that we need. We don't really need any more buildings. We're going to put on this one a standard. No, I'm gonna have a jail door on these ones. Yeah, we'll have a jail door and we'll have a large jail door there. I'm just gonna force them open though. Oh, that's a cleaning cupboard. Do I want that and force it open? Oh, that is so risky, isn't it? Having a large jail door that something's going to be forced open? We'll see. This is all a learning process, so we'll have to see what happens with that. There's all that put in. I need to now go to material rooms even. Go to... Oh, we haven't got laundry. We need prison labour, so let's go to bureaucracy and unlock... What's that? Contraband. Training your guards to become better at tracking and recovering contraband unlocks the supply and demand report, the contraband overlay, within your prison and tracks all recovered contraband back to where it was smuggled and stolen. Okay, cool. Let's hire maintenance and then we will do prison labour. I will hire, if I just close that for a moment. I'm not going to press close because it always does bang up. I'm going to hire a chief. I can't because I haven't got the money. I'll wait until tomorrow and then we'll hire someone else because it would exceed daily budget. I need to hire an accountant. Oh, looks like that's been built. Cool. Right, let's go to objects, utilities even, and large pipe. I might as well put the infrastructure in now. There we go, and drag the power cable all the way along to the end there, and then we're going to drive the power cable in here like so. Up to the edge, we'll put in a electrical breaker there, and then we can power everything that's inside here. All of the washing machines will be on the top, and I might as well do that to power that area there. We'll go to objects, no, materials even. I always get the wrong option. Put in a wall there, then we will put in... We won't put in the wall there for now. Let me check my power requirement. It is high and rising. I have a feeling that I will not have enough power to power this entire prison with just that one power station. What I may have to do is power this workshop with a separate power plant, which is possible. I'll just put it inside there somewhere. Or even section off a bit like round here where I can put a power plant and like a generator and just power this area. But that is for future me. That's future me's problem because current me is lazy. So that's that done. That's that taken care of. What haven't we done? We've got storage. We have security there. We have a spare room. Let's get another 10 grand, shall we? Let's go to materials, brick wall. Let's put this brick wall in. Technically, we don't even need to put it in if we don't want to, but we're going to do it nonetheless. And then we're going to go to rooms and... Don't even know infirmary. You have to unlock health through bureaucracy. That's why. Let's unlock health then. There we go. And then we can research that, put all that down, and then we will get another 10 grand. Right, these putting these in. Yeah, they're powering it all up. Good, good. And do you want to start putting them in? There we go. Looks like they're putting in a lot of this stuff. I'm actually surprised how much we've got built with so little money. We started off with 80,000. We're just about half that now. Excuse me. But, as you can see, we're doing alright. Like, we should be able to get... We're getting prisoners next episode. I mean, that's just fact. Maybe. Let's put a couple of benches in and such. Now, everybody... I don't know whether to put benches or chairs. No, benches are cheaper. Let's put a couple of benches in and tables. Like that. And then I'm going to do the same over here. I'm going to put a couple of tables in like so. And then a couple of benches in like so. And we do not need any more than that for the time being. We can just have a big large open area and then I can add bits when I need to. So, they're all charging in. That's good. We have... Oh, we can have 16 prisoners. That's quite good. Why is that not powered yet? Ah, it's because I haven't got any power going to it because it's not necessary yet. Excellent. Right, so, what's that guy doing now? He's doing health. Can I... Why might... I can't hire that maintenance guy. We need to hire a foreman. But he exceeds the daily budget. It probably means I'm going to fire a couple of workmen and then hire him off. What is my daily budget? I can't find out because I haven't got an accountant. Let me fire a couple of workers here, and then we can go to staff, and then accountant, and then hire an accountant, and then we can go over our daily budget, which means we can get a foreman. There we go. That's fine. See, now there we go. Daily Clash 4 is on the minuses now because, well, obviously we're spending too much. Right, so that shower's plumbed in. That's perfectly plumbed in. All of these are done. I don't know what you think about the central beds. I quite like them. They are different. I've never done a central bed thing like that before. The canteen is done. That should be done. There should be enough here for them to, you know, function. This area is our visitation. We need to put in a large standard jail door there. And then also need to put in visitor tables. Now, how am I going to put it? Was it like that? It was like that, so they're in the wrong place. Cancel that. We'll put these in large jail door there, or standard jail door there. We'll dismantle that. And then we'll put in the jail door. Oh, we'll wait until it's been dismantled first. Then I'll just go to planning and then make sure I can move that along like so. There we go, that's much better. And then we can go to our objects, visitor tables, and then we can put 1 visitor table, 2 visitor table, 3 visitor table, and go on like that. We go to our materials, put a brick wall in there because that's where our door was. Go back to objects, go back to jail door, shove the jail door in there. Don't take it back, no, turn around, just put it there, mate. Away! Oh, cheers, pal. Anyway, as that put in, 3 visitor tables. Do we need any more than that? Yeah, we might as well put a couple more in. How many can we fit in? 1, 2, 1, 2. I don't know how many we put in. I'm just going to put them all in. Ah, damn it! It won't fit in. Cancel them off. I might as well. I don't even need that much of a gap. I might as well dismantle them. See, I know this. I actually tend to really waste a lot of space by putting these spaces in. I'm aware of this. But it's just the way I build things. Why can't you put them there as well? That's not. You're not supposed to be able to do that. You're not supposed to be able to do that, are you? No, you're not. Right, let's put these in. How many have we got? 1, 2. I'm starting to spend money now. 1, 2, 3. There we go. There's all the visitor tables we'll ever need. We'll go to rooms and visitation. Bosh. There we go. Cleaning cupboard. Bosh. Laundry we can't actually have yet. Although I believe that ding-a-ling means we can have them now. No, it's not. Then we go to bureaucracy. We need to research prison labour, and we really need contraband and deployment. It's starting to cost a bit of money now. Bit of money though. Did we? I know what that will have been. That will have been our infirmary. Yes, it was. So we get an infirmary. Put that there. There's that infirmary. We go to objects. We need at least 1 medical bed, which I am going to place there. We need to hire at least 2 doctors, which I will hire as soon as I put it in, and then fire them immediately, because I just do not need them at this point in the game. I'm just doing it to get an extra 10 grand. Honesty is the best policy, I guess. Right, let's just hire them. Are they going to put it in quick? 1, 2. There we go. There we go. There's my hire a psychologist. So I'm just going to go to staff. Psychologist. Why? I need mental health. Pause. Bureaucracy. And mental health is there. Okay, fair enough. Looks like I'm going to have to wait another day for it. Oh well, looks like we're going to pay their wages. Technically, I should have waited until after 12 o'clock. And then I wouldn't have had to pay the wages, but, you know, I didn't. I actually thought we could hire a psychologist straight away. Sadly not. Simple mistakes, eh? Right, so this is our laundry area. We are researching that. Are we researching that? We have to be, surely. Yes. But yet no. Oh, no, we're not, because we have not got... We haven't done these offices, have we? If I keep forgetting about this, we haven't really built these offices. Let's you know what? Let's build them just for sake of me, you know, so I don't forget. We'll put these in here. I should really put some power in it as well. Yeah, we actually haven't got any power in here. Oops. Let's put these office chairs in. Tables, job done. Let's go to utilities, electrical cable. That noise is really getting on my nerves now. Drag the electrical cable up to there. Then we'll drag it, just in like that, I think. I believe that's the best way of doing it. There we go, and then out to there. That should do us. We can also drag the water pipe up at some point, but we don't need to do it. Once that's done, we will then get our... Oh, how's our capacitors doing? The power stations are... It's on about half, and to be fair, most of the drain's coming from this. And it'll really start when I put that thing in. This monolithic workshop area. Let's go to brick wall, shove a brick wall in there. We will go to objects and shove in a large jail door there, and there, and there, and there, and there. Really, do I need one? Do I need them there? I really don't need them there, do I? Not really, not yet anyway. Right. I haven't put the paths in, as you can see. Let me just put in the, let me just plan this off so I know that they're going to connect to that there. What I need to do is put in... What do I need to put in? Yard. I need to put the yard in. So, yard. Actually, that's... Yard. 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 Yard all the way down there. Yard to there. Then we have another separate yard here. Like so. Oh, that's going to be annoying, that right across there, isn't it? Yard! No, that is not yard. This line down the centre, was that because... No, I was going to... Because it was that, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. That's yard there, like that. That's the yard. There we go, yeah, because this is all going to be grass, probably. I like the greenery of the grass. Then that was the boundary of the yard. Yes, that's fine, so I can just actually unplan that now, because I've now designated the yard, like so. Just cut all the bits out that we're not going to use, like so. Obviously, we'll cut them bits out, because we're no longer going to have entrances there. Right. Oh, that's ding-a-ling. That ding-a-ling means something. I'm guessing psychologist. Yep, I hear a psychologist. Bosh, 10 grand. See these two doctors. Sack you both. We do not need you. There we go. I'll hire one if we actually have violence. So, apparently it has to be behind at least one door. Well, it is behind at least one door. That door there. That big door. No. No, is it not figuring this out yet? Why isn't it figured this out yet? Is there a hole in the wall? Is there a hole in the fence? No, fence is all in place by the look of it to me. Then connects up to that. Then goes around to this. Huh. That's a bit strange. Let me just, put that door in there. And put that door in there. And we might as well put some in here as well. For the two doors. Cancel them off. Will that... Oh, hang on. Planning to. Cancel that. Has the yard figured itself out yet? There we go. The yard's figured itself out. Right. Common room now. Almost there now for this. God, we're burning on fast with this. Common room. There we go. We need to put some sort of power in it. So we'll go to utilities and electrical cable. And we'll just drive electrical cable straight up like so. How is our power requirement? It's alright, it's not too bad at all. We might as well go to objects, phone booth, put in 3 phone booths there. And we could also start... Do we start tiling this? I don't know. I'm not too sure. We haven't got security, but we don't have the... Yeah, we certainly don't have the necessary things for that yet. I think we're getting there. I think we'll leave it there, mainly because I'm not too sure whether I want to start tiling it now, because in the previous alpha, obviously I didn't really put any of the floor until right at the very end, but I feel that it might be a better idea, or at least a different way of doing it, well, the proper way of doing it, most likely, is to actually put in the, actually put the thing in first, put the tiles in first. I think that might be a better option, and just, because then we get a better sense of how far we're on, and we don't have to build everything and then put the tiles in. But I don't know, so I will leave it up to you. I'll let you decide. Post it in the comments. So, to summarise, actually before we summarise, I think a better option for this would be to do that. And then all that yard is connected. Do you think? I think it would be a better idea. Do I think that would be a better idea? I do think it would be a better idea. Let me just do that. Dismantle that door. Objects. Large, small jail door. Put them both there. Go to our walls. Put walls in there. There we go. Go to rooms. Go to yard. Cancel the yard off there. Cancel the yard off there. In fact, no. Cancel the whole thing here, because we're going to redesignate like so. We'll put it like that, and then like that, then like that, And then these little corners there. There we go. So, cleaning cupboards, bit better now, I think. That's a bit better, yep. So it now joins up to these, so they can go either side instead of having to walk along in there and round and stuff. Because I think they do prioritise the paths. Right, to summarise, we have an office with psychologist, accountant, all that sort of stuff in. All that's done. We have an infirmary ready for doctors if we need them. Hopefully we'll never ever need them, but, you know, that's the thing with hope, isn't it? We do hope that. We also have our canteen done. That is done for now, because these are ready. That's another thing. The canteen's done. Kitchen is done. That'll be able to provide enough food for anyone that turns up for here. This can hold 12 people. Obviously, we've got this half built. We only half built it so we can do the grand. But that's half built. Then we've got all of these to go. We can easily build all of these. I think this has been very productive. I still need to put in the metal detectors here. And here. That's what I'm going to do. Metal detectors pretty much at all of the entrances to these things. And here as well. Yeah, and that'll cost a fair bit. And that's where I think we'll start having a power issue, because metal detectors don't after all a bit of power. And it means that we're going to draw a fair amount of power. And I don't think I can actually have... Yeah, I can't put another power plant there, because if I do that, it will short circuit over, and future me would have to run the the cable. I would have to delete this cable and then run it round, and it would be a big pain. We'll see. I might even just shove it in there where the morgue is, because you just don't need a morgue. I really hope I just don't need a morgue. That's really smug, isn't it? We just don't need a morgue. We don't need one. I could even put it there and get rid of that office. Oh no, we do need one more office, don't we? Because we need to hire a chief, don't we? Yeah, let's hire a chief. There we go. That's everybody. So, yeah, I think we've done all right. This needs to be. We need to furnish this. We need to put in our laundry area. We need to put the common room in. We need to sort the workshop out. But that can be all done next episode, where we will hopefully get prisoners. I'm pretty confident we'll be able to get prisoners next episode, because all of the major things are in. There's only a couple of things that we haven't done, paths, etc. But I'll let you comment before we actually proceed. So thank you very, very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.